It's been 75 years since the D-Day invasion brought about the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany. It's been 30 since the fall of the Berlin Wall, which, despite lingering divisions between East and West, left Germany with a resurgent economy, a Wirtschaftswunder, making it the most prosperous in Europe. And for the past decade plus, stewardship of that economic engine could be traced back to a woman whom Germans lovingly called Mutter, or Mother. That's Angela Merkel. She's twice named by Forbes as the world's second most powerful person behind Vladimir Putin. Merkel has helmed her country and indeed Europe through crisis after crisis. The 2008 financial meltdown, the Greek economic collapse, Eurozone threats, the migrant crisis. But that last one contributed to her undoing. 4 years ago, Chancellor Merkel opened Germany's borders to refugees fleeing war-torn places like Syria and Iraq. Since then, anti-immigrant parties have leapt ahead in the polls, also capitalizing on a West German disconnect with the former communist East, where jobs and prosperity have lagged.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
You see, all that Wirtschaftswunder wasn't as wonderful in the East as it was in the West. Since reunification in 1990, the economy in Eastern Germany has certainly improved, but a 2018 report on German unity found it remains at 75% the strength of Western regions. It's poorer. And 57% of Germans in the East reported feeling like second-class citizens. Only 38% of them surveyed felt that reunification has been a success. And those conditions are creating a ripe environment for the rise of nationalism and right-wing movements. The country's political center has held, but only just. In Brandenburg, the far-right Alternative for Germany, AfD party, effectively doubled its share of the vote. And in Saxony, AfD almost tripled its share to nearly 28%. That's only 5 percentage points behind Merkel's own center-right Christian Democrats. Coalitions have been cobbled together to beat back the AfD's influence, while the Merkel government has reduced asylum applications and ramped up deportations to quell local discontent. But the cat's out of the bag. German politics have grown fractious, with those like Merkel and her successors now having to fend off a new, if not familiar, political influence intent on reviving that old us versus them way of thinking, something that's growing all across the continent. Meanwhile, economic storm clouds are gathering. The latest read is that the German economy is heading towards recession. The reasons are varied, but for starters, Germany is the world's third largest exporter. Its big manufacturing sector relies on steady trading partners. So US-China trade war, Brexit, that all leaves it particularly exposed. And that means Germans will start to feel the pinch just about the same time that a growing political movement is looking for someone to blame.